Good evening, friends. Uh, I have I had put up a video many days back. So things and situations have evolved from that time. So I just thought I'll share some views because this is a time of great confusion. So let me discuss three aspects which are relevant to us. One is COVID 19, two is the economy, and three is the market. Okay. Now, COVID 19 is not coming under control in any part of the world. Yes, sometimes you have 2 3 days when number of deaths have gone down or number of cases in a particular country have gone down, etc. But it's there with us. And last time I had said that we'll probably see what kind of drugs or vaccines would come. I can't see anything on the horizon. Even that hydroxychloroquine now does not seem to be the preferred choice. So COVID 19 is here to stay. Now, what is happening is that slowly countries are opening up because obviously there is pressure on the economy, etc. The US is coming with stimulus after stimulus, but it's clear that people cannot survive staying at home. Now, the problem with doing this is what happens if there is a second surge of cases. So, if there is a second surge, countries will have to go back into lockdown. A. B. In a country like ours or in most countries, are people disciplined enough to carry sanitizers or wear gloves, etc., and you still cannot fly international or domestic because this thing tends to spread wherever there is air which is getting circulated. So coronavirus is there as it was, and maybe the number of deaths as a percentage of cases is low, but if you allow it to spread indiscriminately, you will have a situation on your hands. Now, second issue is the economy. If everybody is sitting at home, and yes, work from home is possible, but not everybody can do that. MSME are getting hit terribly. Most of these businesses are running out of cash. There are no payments going to any suppliers, no payments coming from any customers, but you have to keep on paying salary. That is the government directive. So the economy is in very, very, very bad shape. Our economy was anyway in trouble. So COVID has basically broken the back of our economy. We don't have the resources to pay people to stay at home. So at an individual level, at a company level, we are, the resources or the savings are getting drained out. Certain sectors like hospitality, airlines, all sorts of manufacturing plants, supply chains, everything, almost everything is disturbed. And even if we open up partially, I mean, you will not see the normal business, interstate movement of goods, etc., raw material. There are hundreds of hassles. So, economy cannot be opened up completely, and if it is not opened up completely, jobs will not come back. We've already seen what happens to migrant labor. They are not getting their rations. So we are going through a humanitarian problem also. So economy is down in the dumps. Basically, I would think this year is written off. Okay. Now the third issue is the market. Lots of people cannot understand why markets are heading up while economy is going down. Markets in the US are going up because of unlimited stimulus by US, by Japan, by UK, etc. We have no stimulus, we are just going up because of quote unquote global cues. But people, because there were excessive short positions, those short positions are getting covered. Now, the idea here is that for the moment, we are in some kind of a pullback rally. Now, when that pullback rally will end, I don't think can be determined looking at past resistances or past supports. This pullback rally will end when you get a trigger, which again creates a panic throughout global markets. The bad economy, etc., is, in the price. Okay. So what could be that trigger? The trigger could be that you open up economies and COVID strikes back again, and this time even harder. And further, the economic activity, you have to reimpose your lockdowns, etc. So that will create a fresh leg of problems. Basically, this is short covering in all markets, and for the moment, this short covering is likely to continue. Today, as I said, throughout the day, the weaker banks rallied very, very hard. So IndusInd, RBL, etc., which I mentioned in the morning, they rallied fairly hard. The NBFCs rallied very, very hard. But Pharma FMCG has started to decline, which are the strongest groups of the market. Financials was the weakest group, and that kind of created an illusion of the market going up, because short covering finally, when the weakest group in the market starts to rally, this is often the final phase of a pullback rally. Now, when this pullback rally will end, you will have a slow grind up, and it will need a certain trigger, and which should lead to a collapse in all global markets, and possibly go for a retest. Now, whether this market turns from 9400, turns from 9600, that we have to see. But the reversing of this market rally will need some sort of a trigger. As we speak, the Dow was up almost 375, 380 points, and it's reversed all those gains and is now trading in the red. So somewhere, early days, but the rally is kind of getting stalled because there are only so many shorts, and basically the markets are getting in a zone of complacence. So the sense is that this is a weak rally, and once it ends, we will start to see resumption of the decline, because there is no way that at least we are laggards, we have no stimulus, our package is taking forever to come. So chances are that whenever there is a reversal of markets, we could outperform on the downside. Till then, it's best to go with the flow, and we have bought 8900 puts today because the idea is, both in terms of time as well as the pace, somewhere in this 38.1 to about 50% zone, the market may turn. Please consult your own financial advisor to find out if this is appropriate for you. Take care, trade well, and I hope markets treat you well tomorrow.